Well, I don't know, Skylar. Have you considered the possibility that their name is literally just bad guy and it doesn't mean anything about their overall guilt? Also, how are you doing today? Okay, camera seems to be working. Hey Nolis, how's it going? Everyone hyped for some more Ace Attorney? Oh, good. Oh yeah, also thanks to Mediv the Wizard and Cronim, who've both followed me a couple of minutes ago. Okay, so don't hesitate to let me know if there's a problem with the sound here, because there was some problems last week. So is this sort of music is that a good balance of my voice and the actual music? Seems good, you think? Well, that's good enough for me. Okay, so new game and Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. Uh-oh, the Phantom of the Opera is gonna kill someone. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You're no longer worthy of your title. Hey, Froy. September the 8th, 9:08 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Yep, Scarlet, this is the second game, right at the very start. Nightmare from overnighting at work, maybe? Well, it looks like, at the very least, he's in court, so let's find out. Okay, well, it's really his own fault for setting his ringtone to the Phantom of the Opera theme tune. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Okay, I guess the game agrees. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep! Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Yeah, well, to be fair, I think it's actually a piece of classical music, so I'm not entirely sure, actually. Might have been original, might have been a piece of classic organ music. I don't know theatre very well. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Yeah, they'll take away my D&D fan license, I know, but... Who's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Side character looking MFer? Good question. I think he might just be the tutorial boss. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Okay. I need to make sure her voice is enthusiastic. For a cop. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policeman, woman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? Am I? God? You promised me. You said you'd prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me. Wait, leave it to me. You said? You, the only one in Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. Oh, she's got that look in her eye. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. Oh my god, she's the self-insert. She's the audience self-insert. When I'm off duty, I like to come in here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here it goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you? Froy, you feel like Phoenix Wright was just drunk and accepted it. I mean, to be fair, we did see him get hit over the head with a fire extinguisher, so... What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. That fiery had laser sights on it, of the music variety. I didn't guess it. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? This is just like that one Jackie Chan film. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. I guess I'm the kind of person who would learn how to pronounce those words in red. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. Yep, you're right, Froy. This isn't good. But don't worry, it's just the tutorial. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please, tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September the 8th, 10 o'clock AM. District Court, courtroom number 2. Alright, yeah, laser-guided amnesia. I'd forgotten that one. Yep, they are indeed using amnesia to justify the tutorial. There he is.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Are you talking to me?
Do you see any other defense attorneys around here?
I guess not.
Now then, are you ready?
I guess I should say yes for now.
Are you ready, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of...
The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I've told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten.
Actually, I have.
Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. This is another tutorial for a new game, and it must go in according to plan.
Yes, Your Honor.
As I'm sure you're aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
A policeman? You did what to a policeman?
It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that.
In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. And here comes Gumshoe, and I'll peep my vocal cords.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm in charge of the homicides down in the precinct, sir.
You don't look very well, detective.
Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know.
You work under that detective?
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Ah, someone actually cares about Gumshoe. That's wonderful.
Oh, hey, Hannah. You've never actually played Phoenix Wright.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, it's a great series, but not everyone's into visual novels and the like.
Okay, Froy, I hope you enjoy your food.
Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near the headquarters. Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the other path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah yes, this autopsy report, correct?
Why do I not remember getting a copy?
I see, everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented.
The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death.
If I may, Your Honour, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence.
Crime photo 1 added to the court record. The victim fell from the walking path above.
Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honour.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there?
Is this the switch port? This is the trilogy that was released on Steam, so I'm playing this directly on my laptop. Although I'll actually have to check which games are on Twitch because I've only got the trilogy. Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Yep. Info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab.
Tab? Huh? You really would know what you're talking about, don't you?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think. I could totally be a legal aid instead. Bird, you're not fit to fill Mayor's shoes.
Mr. Wright?
Wait, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honour.
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, Your Honour. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab?
Attorney's badge is my all-important badge that shows I'm a defence attorney. Cell phone, found this in my pocket. I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Dustin's autopsy report. Time of death, 9th of the 6th at 6:28 PM. Cause, broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Glasses, found in the victim's body. Pieces of near-sighted lenses were found nearby. Crime photo.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body?
That's simple, Your Honour. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right.
The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me that evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses that they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir.
You sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I absolutely stepped on mine.
Coincidence, you says.
Your Honour, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Decisive evidence.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Also, if the phone turns out not to be Phoenix's, ... it would explain why the ringtone's terrifying.
Why? This is... Yes, I can clearly see her name is clearly written here. Here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Gabba gabba, we accept it.
Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. A photo of the area around the victim's hand. Or as the French might call it, le man, piece of evidence.
As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. If Maggie can produce her pair that she broke, that'd be something. It's also not hard to drag a dead guy's arm around. Not as hard as it is to take forever dying from a fall. True. I suspect the solution is going to be something like, he died on impact. No, so, because this is just the tutorial, so it's going to be an easy one.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine.
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get into the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Witnesses lying in a Phoenix Wright game? I'm astonished.
Aye. But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, some people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain.
Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Isn't Phoenix supposed to be an ace attorney? To be fair, he has been whacked over the head with a fire extinguisher and suffering from amnesia now. Oh, hello, Mix-Up. How are you on this fine day?
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing.
Oh, I'm doing quite okay.
As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright.
Okay, cross-examining time.
About those glasses. Do you have any proof that these belong to my client?
The lenses are for nearsightedness, and are almost the same strength as hers.
Wait, almost?
Even the frames look kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal.
What should I do now?
No less. Not going to lie, for a tutorial this looks pretty brutal, at least in the story. Yeah, but the Matchula mystery is probably going to be a lot easier. Wait, Ace has been hit over the head. Yes, Phoenix Wright got hit with a fire extinguisher in the opening cutscene to justify the tutorial because he's got amnesia now.
Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses?
The dirt and sand without any traces of fingerprints or anything else.
So what you're saying is, Detective, is that you have nothing that proves these glasses are my client's?
Something like that.
What? I see. So there's no proof.
Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut. She's Maggie Bird and she's the defendant in this trial. Mix up.
Now you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell?
Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else.
Please continue with your testimony, Detective.
Anyway, the victim fell pretty far.
The culprit's name?
Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but
Was the name that of my client? Are you absolutely certain?
Yep, that's a great line of questioning. Are you sure that's her name?
sorry, pal. That's what it said.
No less. At least someone dying from a fall wouldn't be able to move his arm that precisely.
He's got a point.
Hey, hold on!
Huh?
Don't hurt me! I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now she mentions it, something feels kind of off about this picture.
That's how you find a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court record again. And you're certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground?
There were scratches on his fingerprints from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail.
It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go too well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going.
I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want to
see your special move, sir.
My what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence? Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right.
Huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. Yeah, I forgot. In this game you can present the profile of characters as well. Can you actually lose the tutorial? I think you can, because there's still the health bar thing if you present too much evidence that's incorrect.
People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try.
Okay, let's see what we've got. Profiles. Oh, there we go. Maggie Bird, spelt with a Y-R-D-E. Age 22, my client. The only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. Dustin Prince, the victim and the policeman. It seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. Winston Payne, age 53. The prosecutor for this case, lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. Hannah, there's a blue thingy in the upper right corner. Oh yeah, that's what the health bar is, you're right. In the first game it was exclamation marks, but in this port they've actually sort of retroactively made the exclamation marks a health bar. And sorry, by the way, my voice is already going. Dick Gumshoe, age 31, detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Anyways, this is actually quite a good tutorial because it also introduces a mechanic that's completely new to the series, in that you can present profiles. The phrase has been caught.
What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe.
You talking to me, pal?
Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court records. Also, I can somehow hear your spelling. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir.
As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the victim's name is actually spelt Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh!
I certainly heard your spelling when you were talking aloud.
How about that? I hadn't even noticed.
There's a character in a comic that can hear whether someone says the silent P in their name or not. Yeah, I quite like jokes like that. I think in the Order of the Stick prequel comic, there's a joke about the villain being able to tell whether people spell his name properly or not when he's talking.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No. This is very true. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, Froy. How's your food? Oh yeah, Order of the Stick does actually have a lot of stuff about speech bubble colours representing different people and how they're talking and that sort of thing. Definitely a good example of how a comic uses its visual language. But that's probably for someone a bit more well qualified in such things than me. Anyways, Dustin and Maggie.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, I mean Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him.
Oh, good. Sandwiches are always nice.
Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
I like how the title of the testimony actually uses the incorrect spelling. Yeah. And apparently the prequel books were deliberately printed in black and white to give that sort of retro effect. And I think Rich Burlew had them paid the printer for, as if it was in colour anyway, so people didn't get the impression he was being cheap.
How do you know about this?
Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off.
They got close, I take it.
Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip.
What is it?
Oh, nothing, sir. Really. Anyway.
Ah, poor Gumshoe.
Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her?
What? You gotta say a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal?
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know.
I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage.
Hannah thinks she knows who done it. I mean, to be fair, they did actually show the villain in the opening cutscene whacking Phoenix over the head. So...
mind your own business, pal.
I think this is more like, achievement unlocked, mind your own business, pal. I don't know if that actually appeared on the screen, but I literally did get an achievement called Mind Your Own Business, Pal. Yeah, definitely one of those long-running webcomics that got a lot more complicated. That's fine. The more you chat, the more Twitch thinks I'm an actual streamer.
The day of the incident? You mean September the 6th?
Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 PM that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit.
Ah, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honour. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man.
Yes, a mix-up, then I can take over the world.
You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me, if someone as much as scratches there.
I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
Yeah, I think Mr. Payne needs a bit more of a nasal voice. No less. With Mrs. Claus. Good question. I guess he, well, to be fair, it's quite possible to know someone fairly well and in a formal setting and not know how their first name's spelt. Presumably, since he actually had to... Actually, no, you'd probably see her name on a paperwork a lot. To be fair, it's Detective Gumshoes, so...
I agree. Even this witness is if this witness has a crush on the defendant... that should not be the point of discussion at this time.
Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago?
Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove.
A single glove? Why'd she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove.
Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
A baseball glove?
You know what they say about great minds and fools, no less?
Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? That glove was custom made?
Yep, that's what I said.
So the glove was custom made? Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem there is little relevant. Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Yep, it's probably going the direction of left-handed.
I don't know where this will lead me, but...
Whoops, sorry. Okay, it's a quiet moment, so that means... That's right, Froy. TSMR. Yeah, 5 more sub points and I can move that emotes to the tier 1 sub emotes. And pretty much anyone can unlock it, so here's hoping. No less. Babe, what are you doing with those clippers?
Oh, nothing.
Of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it would take. This is great.
Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
And you'd be like, babe, why do you have clippers?
Very well. If you're that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter.
Actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And? Why do you say so earlier? Hurry up and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir.
Oh, looks like bananas.
It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Is it a cowardly glove?
Baseball glove added to the court records. A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made.
Officer Prince really liked the colour yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. That reason's going to be that it was a left-handed glove, isn't it?
I think this court has heard enough. It is clear the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honour. Now, if that's true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honour.
The A in Clippers is feeling hella ignored today. Oh, hey Kiara, how's it going? So for those who don't know Kiara, she's a another trans streamer and she's very cool, so give her a follow. I know she's just doing chatting streams at the moment, but she also does quite a lot of Dead by Daylight, I think. I too am Coral, and yep, I've just started Phoenix Wright too. So at the moment, he is amnesiac. From being whacked over the head with a fire extinguisher. And just when he's defending a policewoman from a charge of murder of a policeman.
I see your point, Your Honour. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Between Payne and Gumshoe, my voice is doomed. Mix up, you're trans but you don't stream. That's fair enough. Writing on the ground.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm it as the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Yep. I think the problem is, Hannah, whenever I try and do a masculine voice these days, I put in a lot of vocal fry.
So obviously when I'm doing the Phoenix voice, I try and do it just to make him sound a bit nervous. Without making it too high-pitched or too low.
Gonna have to do nicer voices for myself in the future. I mean, doing a variety of voices sort of helps make it a bit easier for me to use the voices I actually want to speak with, if that makes sense.
Yes. A perfectly logical conclusion.
Fun fact, with the judge I'm actually trying to do my best Professor Farnsworth impression.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Good news, everyone. Thank you, Your Honour. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand?
This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good.
I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honour. So what's the result of the investigation?
Yep, Farnsworth from Futurama. Interesting tidbit. Professor Farnsworth from Futurama was named after Phileas Farnsworth, who invented the who was a farmer who at the age of 14 invented the television.
So in the end, you couldn't confirm it?
Hey, don't need to look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find everything you want with scientific investigation. For example, at the end of the last game, you could not find your sister's love.
I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I.
I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, I made it up. Anyway.
You heard me, Nolus. Look up the name. Farnsworth.
Here's pointer finger. You know,
The one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces.
Phoenix has been using the defendant's pointer finger this entire time.
don't tell me it bothers you.
Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yep, you said it, Kiara.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger, if he had been writing in sand.
And the results? And what does that prove?
Well, it proves that he did write the name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why the sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right.
And there's more.
Scratches on his skin.
Yup. You can't see them with the naked eye, but they're there.
That's incredible.
Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name.
You mean a microscope?
Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them.
I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is.
I can. Oops.
Are you absolutely sure?
I believe in the power of science.
I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you'd think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think it'd be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present?
The present? What about it?
Okay, unlike the last case of the previous game, you can't scan around evidence because these first 3 games were made for the Game Boy Advance, apart from the last case of the first game, which was made specifically for the DS. Okay, so I don't think I can actually tell from the it looks like a glove that would go on the right hand, but I don't know anything about baseball. Do you wear a glove on your offhand?
Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this.
That's the glove, right?
Could you tell the court what is special about this glove?
What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it.
Yes, it's really yellow, but is only one of its qualities.
Yes, you throw with the main hand. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You catch with the glove on your hand and throw it with the other one. Wait, so what's the glove for then? Does it just make catching easier, or does it protect your hand, or what? Because I can't think of any other ball sports where you have something specifically to protect your hand. Okay, it just protects your hand. Fair enough.
There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person.
Left-handed?
Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That's why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you?
The ball is very hard and professionals can throw it hard enough to break bones. Fair enough. It's just that I don't think that the same's true of a lot of other ball sports, and I don't think people tend to wear gloves for them.
Well, no.
Oh yeah, I guess if the pitch is throwing it like that, it probably make... Yeah, no, cricketers actually do have gloves for the specifically for the backstop, so that makes sense. And I guess, yes, you're right, Hannah. It gives them natural yaoi. It gives them augmented yaoi hands. Perfect for sports anime.
So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture it was his. Wait a sec.
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. I object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Mackie could not have been the victim.
Nope, the judge didn't even let him finish.
Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself.
Then that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? The evidence the prosecutors has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe that you have proven her to be innocent.
Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. I feel like I'm Reeve again.
Seems we've reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor. Well, thank you, sir.
See? You got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
Yep, I think she's just covered in feathers because bird. And I don't know what her name in the original Japanese was, but I'd assume that's a translation of the original pun. And I have no idea why there's the whole Feathers Policewoman Association. Maybe it's just like she's bird brain or something.
I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. No, not yet. The tutorial's not over. There's so much to explain to the player.
You don't walk around covered in meat because your name means butcher. Well, I don't float in the ocean because my first name's Erin, which literally means all of Ireland. But in the world of fiction, nominal determinism's a thing. That's why if I was a fictional character, I'd call my child protagonist.
I mean, give me a few more minutes, Your Honour. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck?
So why wasn't this witness here before?
Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we'll hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess.
Yep, we have a suspect other than Gumshoe, no less.
I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tough from here. Court is adjourned for recess.
Okay, let's just start with the first save slots. Gumshoe can't murder because he doesn't know how to function. Yeah, that's fair. And yes, Hannah, this really should have been the first witness, but it is Payne we're talking about, and he's the tutorial prosecution for a reason. September the 8th, 11:43 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why don't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
What is it with enthusiastic anime girls and kicks? Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today.
Well, I mean, she wanted to kick it, not tackle it. Yeah, it's a very silly series of games. It's absolutely fun. It's really fun to play. I mean, you can see here, obviously it was originally Game Boy Advance, but they do such a good job of the character animations with just a few frames. Now, if only they give me an affiliate link. And enjoy your food, no less.
Well, we're here to solve your problems first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course, I'd be honoured to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name.
Is this serious? You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card.
Do handheld consoles still exist? Or is everything smartphones now? I mean, the Nintendo Switch is basically a hybrid these days. The PSP didn't really... and the PS Vita didn't really survive. And the DS theoretically exists, but I don't think Nintendo really supports it anymore. And there's also a variation of the Switch that's only portable, so there's that. Sorry, I'm closing my eyes a lot, by the way. They've started to be feeling a bit dry all of a sudden.
This is a business card.
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. Seriously? You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There is some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the court records. It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back.
I guess for now we should stop talking about me. And start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah. Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention centre, sir.
Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important.
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 PM. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh my god, she's wearing a blue badger hoodie. All of a sudden, the phone started to ring. Beep. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 PM. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where is the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you have anything? Think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along!
Oh. It's Mayor. You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left.
Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you too, Mayor. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said everything will be fine? That's right, it's Mayor to the rescue of the ultra-decisive, super-important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring.
Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in?
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list added to the court record. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group. Yeah, Nick's short for Phoenix. It's basically what Mayor calls him and a few other characters. Basically anyone who's who's friends with Phoenix and slightly immature.
Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
And where'd you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers are in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Mayor? Actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright? Recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. But wish us luck. Mayor's saying abysmal, not... I suppose she was the defendant in the second case, so fair point. Okay, Hannah, have a nice weekend. Thanks for dropping by. My voice is starting to go, so I guess I'll do another 15 minutes or so.
I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah.
September the 8th, 11:54 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honour. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I ask that the court might be a little lenient on...
There's no need to give a prehaste. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honour. The prosecution calls its next witness. Drifter is taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and coloured me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student...
Okay, I'm not going to try and read that out. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on. Obviously, if anyone wants to read that, they can just clip, just clip on the clip thing and freeze frame it. Yep, it's the guy who whacked Phoenix Wright with the fire extinguisher earlier. What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply.
We are sending you straight to the shadow realm, my friend.
Glasses, but you aren't wearing glasses.
Foreshadowing.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, is that how you want to play this?
Using your power and influence to keep young people down?
I see how you work now.
Your old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you fought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuo, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you're taking a strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear you're attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you, I'm no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with Mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during a walk through the park.
See, you say it again.
Taking a walk. You know you...
What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington.
I'm rapidly losing my ability to talk out loud. What I saw that day.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember at the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 PM. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up and met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
Yep, hanging out with his droogs. Mix Up says he was hot until he opened his mouth. That's fair. Yes, banana. Aren't you glad he said banana?
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy's lying. I mean, look at him. He's clearly drawn to be the villain. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. I'm going to point it out of you. So you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No name. Trashy.
Thinking about it, has the name of Phoenix Wright's law school ever been given? Mix Up. Lots of villains in these games look like drag icons. I think that's why you like them so much. To be fair, so do a lot of the heroes.
Now, might be hard for a mush-head, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country, which is absolutely America, nowhere else. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. The arrogant little snot. How do you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess we can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. What should I do now?
Keep pressing him.
Answer the question. How do you know what time it was? I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice.
A third-rate fool with a fourth-rate legal aid to Khyber.
I'll try to explain it so even a third-rate simpleton, like you, can understand. There's this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at the clock, and that's how I knew the time. And yes again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case... And how do you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle practically screamed police officer. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Okay, credit where credit's due.
At least they conceded that the cop looked like a cop.
Because I'm Sherlock Holmes. Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet.
Wow, Phoenix.
The shitty new one, not the old one.
You're absolutely right, Nolus. He has that, what's the actor's name again? Blooming Cabbage Patch. Eggs Benedict. Yeah, something like that. Banana cummerbund, that's it.
Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you.
Screw you.
I don't care if I have them or not. Did you not get a clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. Then please don't make me have to raise my voice.
Just shout ableist at him. Well, that's not really the kind of thing to make a joke about. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Oh, you weren't joking, sorry.
So you're sure you're not mistaken?
Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you're only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Of course, of course. Oh, ho, 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 of course. Did you notice anything of interest, witness?
The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Wait, oh, I got their voices mixed up. Oh well.
The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, well, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there?
And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's got to be lying about the bananas.
He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene.
Words to live by. Words to live by.
What if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing, and it was something else.
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means if we can somehow show he's lying...
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is.
Is everything okay, Nick? Okay. Banana this.
Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. How'd you like them bananas?
No less. He's got some damn good aim with a fire extinguisher for not having his glasses on. Agent 47 would be proud.
Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier?
But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me.
And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove?
Okay, I like the fact he's freaking out because he's just realised they weren't bananas, but... You've been watching Outside Xbox and they have a series in it. Oh yeah, I like Outside Xbox's streams. I think that's actually where I heard about Blades in the Dark. Oh yeah, I don't really watch their Let's Plays and stuff much, just their listicles and their actual plays.
Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite?
I love that they're roasting this nerd over the fact he couldn't tell what he thought a glove was bananas.
That's not. Is that? Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas a little too much and knows nothing about baseball. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
Their Hitman videos are mostly half an hour or shorter. Fair enough.
You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept the Galileo theory of...
This man is a walking Twitter account.
And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is.
They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
Okay, so for those who don't know how glasses work, 20/20 means you can see at 20 feet as well as an average person would see at 20 feet. So 2200 means he sees at 20 feet as well as an average person would see at 200 feet. Interesting fact, birds of prey, which are known for having very good eyesight, have a score of 28. That is to say 28, not 28.
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
Thinking about it, I think Red White in the last game had a joke about how he didn't understand how that worked.
That's because I lost them recently, you see?
Of course. I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them...
How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then?
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't even learn what they meant after I got my prescription, so... It's just one of those things, I guess.
How about it, witness?
You're an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc and put her to death. She was brave and courageous and...
Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the crime scene, and that's the defendant, cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness? Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honour.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Nick's redeeming posture. Right. Oh yeah, speaking of Nick, I'm due on his stream playing, how's it going, Nick? Yeah, I'd actually better call it here, because in like 3/4 of an hour I'm going to be on Nick's stream, so... I suppose I could radiant Yeah, I've got to get a few things done, so I'll call it here. And we can get to his testimony next week. Yep, I'm being stolen away by Nick. So, yep, thanks everyone for coming. Hope you've enjoyed Phoenix Wright so far. I'm just going to find someone to raid and... Oh, I have a couple of things to do before I join Nick's stream, so... Let's just see who's online. I mean, to be fair, I was just about to run out of tea anyway. Let's see... No one I really know is online, so if anyone has any suggestions... So, yep, thanks for dropping by Mix Up, Nolus, Colourfroy, Kiara. Oh, yep. Well, of course you do, Kiara. I mean, yep, I'll take any suggestions. Dream Sleever. Okay, fair enough. Just to check before we go in, what pronouns does Dream Sleever use? Or Comrade Bubbles? I'll go with the first one. Okay, that was wrong. Okay, Dream Sleever goes by they. Okay, how do you spell their handle? Alright, before I, Alright, 2E's not free. Before I, do the raids, obviously I'll be streaming, Keith will be, GMing a game of Where We Live and Breathe, which is basically a Shadowrun setting with, Blades in the Dark rule set. So, for anyone who wants a bit of cyberpunk fun later, that's going to be at 7:30, and we're going to be raiding Dream Sleever. There we go. Obviously, I'll be back on Monday with more Metroid Prime, so hope to see everyone then. Oh yeah, for those who haven't heard, by the way, yesterday I got my first ever payout from Twitch, which is pretty cool. I mean, nowhere near enough to... I mean, that's what I got after a year and a half of streaming, so it's not like I'm going to be quitting my day job anytime, but it's very cool to have been paid to play video games, so thanks everyone for your support. Really glad to have you here while I'm playing games. I'm actually astonished anyone even watches me, but you know what? These are high self-esteem. This is a good year for high self-esteem, so thank you for watching me. I love having you here, and if I don't see you on the next stream, I'll see you next week. And we're raiding in 3, 2, 1, and...
I do need to get my breasts. Oh, BisectedBrioche, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hodor raiders. Welcome to the dream stream. Let me get you a shout out. We were just talking about like having some real talk and playing some Witcher. Let me get you a follow if I don't have you followed already. There we go. I have given you a follow of love. Kiara suggested I raid you. Aw, that's so sweet. Followed you as well. And welcome to the dream stream. As my friend Buddy says, Hodor Raiders. Hey, Kiara. I was just talking about my eventual surgery, and then I was going to get it. The COVID hit, and my mom isn't feeling confident about me going and getting surgery at this time. Welcome everyone to the dream stream. I play lots of fantasy games. I play a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online, mostly Maelstrom Arena. I also stream Dungeons and Dragons. Boy, that sucks. I had bottom surgery last month and it had to be delayed because I was infected in January. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to get top surgery as soon as I can. I am genderqueer and gender fluid, born with a female body. I was going to get my breasts at least reduced, if not removed. Oh my gosh, Buttspot is back! Buttspot is finally back! And I've been working on like the sound. I mean, like I'm gender fluid, and currently I feel more masculine. When I do, I mean, when I feel that way, I'm usually speak with a deeper voice. I play lots of fantasy games and also some Elder Scrolls Online, mostly Maelstrom Arena and Ritz. And but my main jam is fantasy games and Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry to read and run, but I have to get some food for another stream. Have fun witchering it up, and I'll try to catch another stream. Awesome. Thank you so much, Brioche. I'll give you my Twitter and the Nesty Bestie Discord. Logic Buster does a cool thing. They have their pronouns change on their overlay depending on how they're feeling. Oh, that is very clever. I just go by they, them, myself, but I ask my fellow gender fluid people what they prefer to go by.
What do you want?
Did you post this notice?
About the Devourer's teeth? I need 10 for a love potion.
Here they are.
Thank you.
A love potion? Now I need to know about the Griggs.
What do you want?
Where is the Griggs crypt?
The entrance lies in the fields. Once inside, look for a small santon. Within you should find the harness. Then return here. Can you remember that?
I'll try.